Okay, so whenever there is a UAE based update, why is it shaking? Whenever there is a UAE based update, all our UAE expats, they get in touch with me. Lately it has been this paperless office. Very soon they'll have a underwearless office. As it is nowadays, the posts that I see on Facebook, she's so brave, she went braless. That's a new trend, Bara. So that is why whenever I see any post, she's so brave, she went braless, I put wow, so brave. What about panty? Does she have panty? Does she shave herself down there? Please elaborate some more. No, so brave. We have to respect women. Come on, this is empowerment. Yeah. So in the same way, whenever there's some new news, Loy, see, you're jealous. UAE became paperless. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I know your butt hurt. You got deported. Yeah, man. Yeah. I was dying to be in UAE when they were without paper. In fact, some of them they said, Expo 2020, Loy, eat your heart out. I mean, Expo. They actually sent me some images and video. See, Expo. What you are? You are only, see this, no Expo. This is non-Expo. You can see this. I can't see Expo. Okay. So these people who send me a message telling me I am butthurt, I got deported, I only tell them, fuck yeah, you know so much about me. What date did I get deported? What date? Then they don't respond. Why did I get deported? Yeah, steroids. You got deported to steroids. You got deported because you're satanic. You got deported for illegal fake degrees. How did you come to know about it? Oh, they told us. Because I put the video, man. That's how you know. See, the reason why people talk to me about UAE is because I was in UAE for 40 years. Whatever, you know, that same old rant that I keep telling you about. But the problem why people, the problem is, if you're in UAE, you can't talk about UAE. You have to only speak positive. That is why check any vlogger, blogger or anyone who speaks about UAE, it's always positive. And I don't blame them. When you are a guest in a country, you don't talk bad about the country. That is why when I was in UAE, I didn't talk bad about UAE. Now I'm in Thailand. I will not say a single, even if it's valid or it's fake, or I'm not going to say a single thing. Why? Because I have to be gracious. It's common sense. In the same way I told you, if I was in India, I wouldn't talk about India. Even though I'm a citizen of India, I have a passport, I'm not going to speak about India. Why? Because you don't know which fucking nutcase will come and cause you harm. Common sense should be the name of the game. So in the same way about UAE, if I do share anything, it is because now I can. Okay. So now when I'll be sharing with you this UAE update, it's not because I'm butthurt. It's because someone has to say the truth. Nobody can. I can. So that is why I invite you. You tell me where I'm right or wrong. Okay. So now coming to the news. Abu Dhabi Mudabla tells CNBC investing in crypto ecosystem. The news is by Reuters. So now the question is, why Abu Dhabi or Abu Dhabi is moving into crypto? Why? Is it everything is illegal, or is it they are focusing on the future, or is it they want to branch out in? No, it's all yes and all no also. It's both yes and no. See, one thing is, a country has to be run in a way which is beneficial to the country, like a business. When you take a business, you want to run it to profitability, right? Same way, when you run a country, you want to run a country towards greatness. So Mudabla, which is part of the government, they want to ensure that they are in tune, in sync with the future. So now, why are they investing into crypto? Because the crypto space is the future. Okay, whether you and I like it or not, the crypto space is the future. Blockchain technology is the future. However, they have not yet found a universal use for this. The only thing that we hear is cryptocurrencies. And the reason why everyone talks about it is because it's, it's like a gamble. It's like an addiction. It's like it gives you a dopamine high when you make big money. And when you lose money, it's a shocker. So people love to earn easy money. That is why whenever you hear this crypto guy is a billionaire, he dropped out of college, he dropped out of school, he invested in 10 bitcoins and today we like to hear such stories. So the crypto space is famous right now with cryptocurrencies. Otherwise, nobody gives a fuck. Tell me how many people are talking about artificial intelligence. If you talk about artificial intelligence, they will think of some science fiction movie or some robot or something. The actual bits are very boring, but they make it commercialized. They make it so the mass media can talk about it. The only reason Yahoo News or CNBC or Reuters talks about the crypto space is because there is a market for this news. They enjoy this kind of content, and yes, there are people who are making money. Like for example, NFTs, non-fungible tokens. What the fuck is that? It's nothing but utter shit. Okay, to this date, I've not heard of one worthwhile argument. Oh Loy, like Picasso has his painting, it's a fucking JPEG image. I can take a screenshot and share it. I don't even have a physical fucking product. If you had a physical product, fine. Oh Loy, there are replicas. No, the authentic one only one person has. Oh, in the same way, this JPEG image, only one person has a certificate. Oh, who the fuck cares? This Bipley 5,000 days, he spent $65 million. Yeah, I'm sure it's hard-earned money, hard-earned. He did Kheti Wadi, he did in the field, he was taking his crops and working hard. If you had $65 million, you would invest in an NFT, right? You would spend all the money, $65 million to buy an image, JPEG image. And he's such a generous guy. He said, all of you can download it for free. Tell me, if I were to give you this NFT, what are you going to do? Take a printout and put it in your house? Who the fuck cares, man? It's not hard-earned money. And yes, there is Leonardo da Vinci's painting and all that. This is rich people who are fucking jobless, who have these artistic pieces. They want to show, but it's of no use to people. The 99% of the population has no use for it. Only use, maybe some tourists will come. Oh, wow. Look at the banana on the wall. Wow. Oh, look at the glasses on the floor. Oh, look at this painting. It seems that she put a paint in her vagina and she was hanging and it dripped all over. Wow, modern painting. Oh, this scribbling thing is modern art. From being using common sense, people now use nonsense. A new art. There's nothing on that canvas. Nothing is on the canvas. It's called art. White. You just paint white. Wow, look at the artistic endeavor. White. It's a white painting. Wow, look at the shades. Look at the texture. Such intelligence. Wow. At least olden days of painting made some sense. Today you just art. Wow. This big name, he did this. Yo, he put this paintbrush in his bumhole and then he wriggled his ass and wow, look at the lines, look at the creativity. See, we live in fact, there is one, I know I'm going slightly off topic, but there is one guy who paid money for an invisible art. I'm serious, I'm not joking. He has drawn a space, measured a space. There's nothing there. And he sold this for $15,000. Just Google search $15,000. That. He's calling it invisible art. He's saying it's imagination. And one guy purchased it. And this guy goes to his house and says, you have to give that space. And he has marked the space and he has said that art is kept there. Just imagine, he has taken the art and put it in that space. And he got $15,000. In fact, there was I think in Scandinavia or some Europe, this art gallery paid this painter $85,000 or something and said, give us a thought-provoking art. And this person gave the canvas, but there was nothing there, and said, yeah, I've given you the art. It's a concept. It's how politicians take you for a ride. Just Google search. There's nothing there. So that is art. So in the same way, we live in a day and age today where cryptocurrencies, NFT, all this shit is going on. Majority of the people don't know what the fuck is happening. They're just, yeah, it's art. It's crypto. See, in terms of Abu Dhabi, they are investing because they have a lot of money. And they want to make sure that this money is properly used. Now, the money that is being used is both black money. Now, that is not racist money. Now, don't say, how dare you say black? Black money is money laundering, okay? When you get a lot of currency printed illegally, or you sell illegal stuff, or money that is not accounted for, you get it coming into the country and you want to convert it to legal, or I got a message of some payment. Okay, so you got a legal currency that is, no, you got illegal money that is coming in. You want to convert it to legal and show that, see, I'm earning money legally. So you invest in worthwhile properties. Like, example, let me give you a couple of examples. Illegal money of sale of some, whatever, drugs or weapons or whatever. You get that money, you buy property. After you buy property, you can show, see, I purchased property, I'm getting this returns, there are tenants staying, I get rent every month. It's legal, fine. So then nobody has a problem. But if you have this cash floating that you just got from sale of something, they will ask you, where did you get this from? How did you earn this? That is why most of the people go to these other countries where they don't ask you questions, like the Middle East. They never ask you where you got the money from. Sale of what? How did you get it? No. So you have the money, welcome. Invest. So in the same way, when this money comes down to UAE, they want to invest it. Okay. So they invest it with the government, they buy bonds, stocks, shares. Now this crypto space is very attractive because there's no market regulation. They're still struggling to get it regulated. And the government is in two minds. How the fuck do we regulate? Because if you make it too strict, people will take the money and invest it in some other country. So how can we ensure that they invest it here? So they will play, see, from politicians to everyone else, they will use the loopholes of the system. Abu Dhabi, same thing. They will say, okay, we believe in the crypto space, this and that. They will take the black money. Okay, there's white money also, there's legal money, oil money or whatever. They'll invest this. Along with that, they'll put the black money. How do you know which one is black, which one is white, which one is which color? Invest it. And then you make money out of it. Now, the crypto space, nothing is regulated. So no questions will be asked. In fact, here's a simple question. How much, let's say, someone has invested in crypto. Do you know who is this person? Do you know how much this person has invested? Do you know from where this person got the money? In fact, people don't even know who is Satoshi Nakamoto of Bitcoin. This guy, Craig White, claims he is Satoshi Nakamoto. Nobody can prove it. Nobody knows how much money he has. Nobody knows how much money he has invested. Nobody knows whether he's doing it right or wrong, legally or illegally. That is the reason crypto space is so attractive. In fact, how do you know that there is no drug dealer? How do you know there is no illegal arms dealer? How do you know that there is no corrupt politician investing into all this? Why do you think El Salvador, which is a totally corrupt state, which is totally failed, which is totally miserable, why do you think they're saying, oh, invest in crypto, we'll give you citizenship. 3 Bitcoin will give you citizenship. Pay 3 Bitcoin. Look, UAE has to run its country in a way that is beneficial to them, like any other country. Is there illegal money? Yes. Is there legal money? Yes. Does it mean if you abolish crypto, everything is going to be legal? No. Even real money, there is a lot of illegal stuff. Only difference is where physical money is there, you can scan it and you can find out this is fake, this is real. But when it comes down to virtual, it's a whole new set of challenges where you or I do not know where it comes from, where it goes, who's the owner. Why do you think so many people are getting into crypto? Why do you think so many celebrities are practicing pump and dump? How many influencers are in crypto space? They'll promise you will go to the moon, and once you buy into it, they will sell off. They made easy money. What do you think Elon Musk is doing? You think Elon Musk gives a fuck about you? He cares about you, that he wants you to make money, or he wants to make money? Why do you think all these cryptocurrency CEOs are saying, oh, it's going to go to the moon? You think they want you to become rich and successful, or they to make money? Look, an investment which you have to wait for 20 years versus one where you have to wait for 2 weeks. In both the cases, you can make 200% of your returns. Which one you think people will be more interested? The one where you can make fast money, big money, quickly as possible. That's it. This is cryptocurrency for you. This is investment for you. This is the money-making racket. That is why people invest in crypto. That is why you throw their logic and common sense out of the window. Why do you think people buy lottery tickets? It doesn't make any sense. So Abu Dhabi investing into this crypto space uses the same logic. They're not doing it for the betterment of mankind. They're doing it for the betterment of their own country, their own investors. They have to see what is best for them. And they have to use the loopholes of the system to succeed. And as long as they do that, as long as the stakeholders, investors get their money, as long as the country is succeeding, as long as all the politicians and everyone is greased up, nobody will make a noise. That's how politics works. That's how money works. That's how business is run. And that's how the world is. You can tell me if I'm wrong or right. All right. Chalo, yalla. Until that, you can keep saying, Loy got deported. Ha 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 ha. Loy got deported. He's butthurt. And oh, I'm so miserable. I'm so miserable. You go to office, work. Or your boss will give bamboo up your ass. Visa. You have to work. This, what I'm doing. Oh, what a life. Oh. And then keep bitching about the stories I myself have told you. I got deported. Okay? Yalla, you guys take care. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Me signing off. Ciao.